the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cyclones will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Colorado's offense will have the football first. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Got it behind the line. It's Miller.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Welch. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Buffaloes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Picks up the first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. They'll try the run. It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He leaves it with his back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Leaves it with the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Buffaloes will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So Iowa State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
And the Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted, still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Townsend. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Rides to back and leaves it. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic three. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Looking to throw, it's Salter. Quick strike complete.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Williams. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Caught in the backfield, it's Atkins. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Back to throw, it's Salter. Makes one man miss. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the sticks, it's Williams. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires deep on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Swings it out to the flat. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Catch in the middle. It's Townsend. Free up the gut. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Iowa State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Gonna take a shot. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to throw. It's Salter. He's got him. Just came out and fired a strike on the slant.
And those are tough catches to make because you know you're going to have that defender draped all over you. So you've got to have strong hands, and you saw that receiver pluck the ball.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. With the catch, it's Miller. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
They want to run it left here. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Makes the catch. It's Miller. There he goes! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Buffaloes are threatening on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Salter. Looking to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Buffs! PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The Cyclones coming off a program record for wins, their 2nd-best poll finish ever, and who could forget that Pop-Tart Bowl victory over Miami? Matt Campbell continues to have the Clones flourishing.
Yeah, made it to the Big 12 championship game. Now they're trying to take the next step. You've got Rocco Becht at quarterback. He's a really good young talent, David, and someone I know they want to keep building around.
He's just fun to watch, man. He makes all the plays, will scramble if he needs to. Been really good late in close games. That was something a year ago. They won a bunch of those games, but you're right, Reese. In the beginning, Matt Campbell, he's still here.
And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and management. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Grab near the marker, it's Townsend. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They'll go back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Sowell. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Beck. He's got his man across the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
The Cyclones had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cyclones! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Punts it out of the air.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State sending the offense back out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
To the air, it's Beck. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sowell. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa State. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their... And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Salter. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Not a lot the defense could do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Throws for the tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Off play action. Catch in the middle, it's Townsend. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Easy completion on the shuffle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, the tight end's got to do a better job getting his depth on the route. He's running out to the perimeter of the field, but he's got to get further downfield. He caught that pass behind the line of scrimmage, got tackled, and as a result, it's a negative play.
He wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Townsend.
Man, I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Finds his man. It's Jackson. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there and on 3rd down, and I need that yardage. I can go to him, and he'll get the first down on the call.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Townsend. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And the Cyclones trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So a drive there of 82 yards, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Salter. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the move, it's Welch. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He wants to throw it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Not all incompletions are the same. And listen, it's 3rd down. I want to make a play. I want to throw the football down the field, get a first down. But sometimes it's the right decision to do what he just did. Don't make a big turnover. Don't make a big mistake. Just throw the football in the crowd.
The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Finds his tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Beck. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
To the air on second down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Cyclones really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the big fella.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Caught close to the marker, it's Townsend. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Creates a little room. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The Cyclones can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Cyclones pounded the rock to move the Stix now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that.
Breaks into the open. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Touchdown, Iowa State! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. He marched 78 yards down the field, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Grab behind the line. It's Miller. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Fires complete on the crosser. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Looking to throw again. Using his feet to buy time. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Was to pass. Touchdown, Colorado! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State sending the offense back out. And what a show we've seen from the man behind center. Their passing game has been simply outstanding the entire game. They've put it in the end zone, and they will get your attention with the numbers they've put up. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Beck. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
The Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And wings it incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback extends the play. Crosses the 30, he's got away. No, he got loose. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Snagged in the middle, it's Atkins. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position, and he'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
To the air, it's Salter. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Scrambling away. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Welch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.